Hi, my name is Jennifer, and I'm going to tell you about my travels throughout the world. My parents served most of their lives in the military, and I traveled alongside them as a child. I was born in Nuremberg, Germany, and spent half of my childhood living abroad. I was able to learn the language and experience another culture different than my own at home. Living in another country taught me many valuable life lessons. The most important lesson I learned was how to see things from a different perspective. My parents met people from other backgrounds and oftentimes invited them over for dinner. They brought their favorite meal while we shared ours. It was a privilege to meet people from different cultures such as Bulgaria, Italy, Korea, Puerto Rico, Germany, Czechoslovakia, and more. It was a lifestyle that taught me to try new experiences and situations and to never question someone's opinion on a subject, but rather to be open-minded about what they believe and why. As an adult, my education continued. I worked for an international sponsorship organization where I was able to put my experience into practice. I met people from all around the world and enjoyed learning about their cultures and unique knowledge they had to share. I thought it was important to listen first, never to be understood, but seek to understand their perspective. There are many lessons that other cultures can teach us. Some of these cultures have ancient wisdom on life and how to live a full life without needing to have all of the necessities we have here in America. The biggest lesson I've learned from them is to live a simple, contented life and the importance of enjoying it every day. Now, I'm going to take you on a journey to open up your world a little and hope that someday you too can experience the world. In the United States, there are 3 languages spoken with 11 different cultures within our country, and yet we still have a difficult time understanding each other. Can you imagine traveling to another culture where there are more languages and cultures without learning about that particular country? For instance, in Africa, there are 6 cultures with over 1,500 languages spoken, while in Asia, there are 15 cultures with over 2,800 languages spoken. Furthermore, in Latin America, there are 4 cultures with 560 languages spoken, and finally, in Europe, there are 4 main cultures with 160 languages spoken. As Americans, we assume that most countries and areas speak and relate to each other in one culture similar to ours, but that is just not the case. Most countries speak multiple languages and have a variety of cultures, so it's important for us to understand the nuances of that culture before we embark on our journey of discovery to their country. First, let's talk about the importance of traveling with your family. Your children will learn a new language, try new cuisines they've never had before, and most importantly, they'll learn that we play a small part in this large world of ours. Moreover, the exchange of information and ideas is a great way to teach your kids to be open-minded. Another benefit for traveling is learning about another culture's religious views. It can shed light into how a culture thinks and believes, while also gaining insight into a culture's history by reading ancient writings and participating in local traditions. In the past, cultures utilized architecture to pass down their history to future generations. Before your trip, research famous architectural buildings and find out what they're attempting to communicate. Another benefit for traveling is learning how to break down barriers of communication and how to resolve conflict while being open-minded. In fact, it can teach us how we are similar in most aspects of our everyday lives. I believe the most important element of traveling is to understand another person's point of view. While traveling can teach us about culture, it's also important to enjoy experiences from sightseeing to learning how to cook an international meal. Music and entertainment are something all cultures have in common. Take some time to form a playlist of their most popular music and attempt to learn about the origins of the art form and why it is appreciated by the culture. Another form of traveling is to donate your time and expertise to countries in need. You can make a difference in the world while teaching your children and family about the importance of giving to the community as well. Finally, I hope you learn the significance of traveling abroad and how you will change as a person by broadening your horizons. People who travel learn how to be open-minded, become better citizens, and more appreciative of what they have in their everyday lives. In the famous words of Mark Twain, travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all in one's lifetime. If you have never traveled to another country, find a country you're passionate about and make plans to get there today. It's never too late.